Hello and welcome to another Envision Design Solutions video. Today we're going to be talking about websites. Specifically the differences between a Joomla website, which is a template-based content management system, and a complete custom website. First, let's look at custom websites. The beauty of a custom website is that you have full control over every pixel on the screen. Anything you want can be done. Anything you can dream up, we can get it done for you. We can make it exactly what you want. Every color, every graphic, the layout, plugins, add-ins, anything that you think about that you might want can be done. Even custom programming, if you need to have an ability for people to enter in information and have it do magic and then put it in a database, that can be done as well via a custom website. It's very slick. A great way to go, but it does take a little bit longer to do. Typically what you do is you discuss what you want with the designer. They look at your branding, discuss what you're trying to achieve, examples that you've given them of other websites you like, things, maybe you've got a brochure and you say, hey, I want to match this. Maybe you saw a website and said, hey, can you make it look like that? I like this menu, I like that background, whatever. The designer will then lay out the website, maybe do a wireframe as this example here, and really kind of put each element in its place so that they can visualize what they want to do. From there, they're going to throw in some fake content to present to you. You're going to look at this and say, I really like this, but I want this sidebar maybe to be wider, or I want this logo to be bigger. Maybe I want this menu to be different. I don't like the way that looks. Whatever it is you might need to do, you talk to the designer, they go back, they do more work, they come back, show you another example, and you go on and on. Typically the process is 1 to 3 months, depends on how big your project is and how available you are to provide the feedback that they need. But be aware that on a custom website project there is a lot of feedback. You're spending a lot of money on the project and the designer can't read your mind. They need to know what you like and don't like. So you need to be making those decisions and approving every little thing that goes into the design. Here we can take a look at the end product. Again, this is my primary website, and so from that design we coded all the necessary website design code, and there's quite a bit of different things that a designer is going to do to make sure it's done properly. We also do the search engine optimization when we put sites together, so there's even a little more work that goes into it than just trying to make it look nice. And you can see the sites laid out. As we click through the different menu items, you see that this jumps and changes, and that is nice. It lets people navigate where they are. Go to this page and a slightly different layout. You can see here we've got 3 boxes with some custom graphics in it. If I go here, another layout box here and some other things that talk about various web design type things. Now let's take a look at what a Joomla website looks like. Here's a website of mine. This is focused on the logo and branding arm of what we do, and this is a Joomla theme. I went out and found one that I liked. I purchased it and I installed it, and I've chosen the gray silver option. This particular theme came with about a half a dozen colors that you could choose from. One of them's pink. I think there's red, green, blue, purple, and so you could have a very different look and feel just by selecting that when you do the configuration of the site. I did not have to do the wireframing. I did not have to plan out the design. I simply picked a design that I liked, installed the Joomla system, and went about spending my time configuring the pages the way I wanted. In this case, we've got a slideshow. Each of these graphics is custom design. That's not part of the theme, obviously. I had to design those. Down below, you can recognize that a couple of these are the same custom graphics I use already. And I'm able to put those in these boxes. And then I'm able to then, in this case, I'll show you I embedded a video, and I've got some content here. And then down below, we have the same kind of a footer area as well. Some of the other cool things that came with this theme, and actually come with most of the Joomla themes, will be this here. This is a logo grid, kind of shows some examples, and it has a built-in gallery. I click on this, it pops up, lets me take a look at the logo in a little bit larger size, and then I can cycle through and see some designs, and decide if I like the work that this designer puts out. Maybe I'll contact him. So you throw something like this up there to show off a little bit and maybe let people see some of the work you've done for other customers. But again, this kind of a plugin is something that can be added to the Joomla system very easily. No custom design needed, which means two things fundamentally. One is it takes a lot less time to get the sites completed, and then it also is about a third the money, because we have eliminated a large portion of the work of a website, trying to come up with the design of the site, and then the coding necessary to create the site is the bulk of the work. So things like, you notice that this goes from a dark to light gray fade. There's graphics and custom code involved to make this happen. And if I don't have to do that work as a designer, you're not having to pay for the extra time that would be required. But again, it all comes down to what you need. If having a design that is unique or matches a specific branding that you just can't find anywhere, you're going to want to go with a custom website to meet your needs. And being aware that that is such an important part of your marketing, it's worth doing. You don't have to spend exorbitant amounts of money to get a custom website, but you are going to spend quite a bit more than a system such as this. I'll show you another site. This is my business card guy site. Also a Joomla theme, and but a different one. Obviously, it looks very different. It has some similar elements, and I've chosen these because they have similar elements. This has 3 boxes here, but no graphics embedded. And I've got the 2 content areas down here, another video embedded in there, which is fabulous for search engine optimization. That's why it's there. And then you'll notice that this goes all the way across, where on this one it did not. It left some of the background showing. On the business card guy site, it goes from edge to edge. And it has a similar, this isn't actually a graphic slideshow, this is actually some content from these pages that I've defined, and I can say I want however many of the pages to display, and then people can click on them and we'll jump straight into those pages to be able to read more and get more information, etc. Again, the key difference from this and a custom site is, if you like this theme and say this is the one that I want, but I really want this blue to be a little different, or I want this fade to be shorter, that kind of work is extremely time consuming to get into the code, tweak the graphics, customize code. So you're looking at sort of a hybrid between a theme-based and a custom website. So just be aware that it can be done, but you'll be paying for the extra work involved. It's not something that's easy to do, and it's not something that's like an automatic fix. It will take a little bit of time and some review process as well. Thanks again for taking some time with us here to look at the difference between a Joomla versus a custom website. If you'd like to learn more, you can check out my website at www.envisiondesignsolutions.com and check out the web page, and then within that it separates out into even more information. And then I've got a gallery of examples of both the Joomla sites that I've done, a selection of those, and some custom websites that we've done as well. Thanks again, and have a great day.